In retrospect, however, have you looked back and tried to analyze as to why it didn't work out? Do you think there were external factors also involved? Was it luck, destiny?
I think especially after the success of Heeramandi, I don't think I want to look back into my past.
Okay.
I think the future seems very bright. For me to look back into why it didn't work out back then, I need to retrospect why and how it's worked now. And just be at it, and just be honest with what I'm doing. Just want to tell all the actors out there that it's never about the length of a role, but it's about the strength, the impact it can make in a film or a series. It happened to me in Ashram with Tinka Singh, and it's happened to me again with Heeramandi. So you have to pick out roles that are very impactful. I think with all the greatest of messages, touchwood, which haven't stopped from all over the world for me, and you can go to my Instagram and see I keep trying to talk to all the people in the comments, reply to them. There were also maybe 2 or 3 of them who said, "Oh, bro, you had like 5 scenes in the show. Why are you acting like a hero?"
They said that?
Yeah, like 2-3 of them. 2-3 of them. I don't think that I thought I wouldn't want to discuss this, but I think I should, because it was quite funny. Because there was so much love in between. I don't want to bring out the hate part of it, which is very rare. Nominal,
yeah.
But I should, is because I want to tell all the actors out there that to do not think this way. If you look at Irfan sir, if you looked at Nawaz sir, if you looked at all these brilliant actors, my father himself, there are particular scenes that have made them who they are as actors.
Sure.
And it's very important to believe in that you might get that one scene which might change your entire destiny as an actor forever. It did it for me, and I am sure it'll do it for you. So don't let these people say, "2 scene mein kya hoga ya 1 scene mein kya hoga." You don't understand the entire impact. Like people, whoever those 2-3 people were, bichare, they didn't understand that the impact of Zorawar. The show begins with Zorawar being sold.
Right.
The Zorawar is there in the entire show. It doesn't matter if he wasn't there till the 8th episode of it. But the impact of him was very strong.
But Adhyayan, you have been through this scrutiny on you throughout your career, right? You have spoken about it. So now what is happening is, we all know that the kind of scrutiny that Charmeen, that's there on her, and I was just chatting with her at the screening on Saturday. And I don't want to give out what she told me, because that's her, for her to talk.
Personal, yeah.
Right, absolutely. But, what do you make of it? When people see, one thing is you criticize somebody's performance.
Yeah.
The other thing is taking personal digs.
Yeah.
That's not fair, I think. What do you make of it? How much do you think shakes an actor's confidence?
It does. It does. And it depends on who you are independently, individually, how you handle these things. Tackle. No matter how thick-skinned you may pretend to be, it still affects you somewhere. Like, I did want to talk about the 2 haters out of the 20,000 messages I've got. Sure. I wanted to discuss those 2. Where I wanted to say, "Hey, dude, listen, it's not like that." You have to understand that, look at what the entire world who's seen the show and who's seen this character is saying. It does, you do want to sort of end up being like, "Oh God," okay. You do want to kind of give some sense of clarification to it, because it does hurt you somewhere. And in case of Charmeen, if you ask me, what was the question again that you were asking me about, whether she was being criticized?
No, I'm just asking, how much do you think this kind of personal attacks?
No, so personally, I've faced it.
Yeah.
I'm sure I don't know how much of it she's facing it, because I've only heard good things about her. So I don't know how much of the bad personal things have people been said. I don't know what they are. Can you tell me what personal things have they been saying?
I don't want to talk.
Oh, you do? Okay. So there are that, and then there are a lot of the star kids. I feel
people commenting on her looks and stuff,
which is very unfair.
Yeah.
Which I feel is very unfair, and I think that as a viewer in public, I think you have the entire right to discuss an actor's performance. अच्छा नहीं लगा, या ये scene particularly अच्छा नहीं किया, ये नहीं किया, वो नहीं किया, whatever it is. But beyond that, getting personal with somebody, it shakes you to a point where not everyone can fight out of it.
Yeah, of course.
Not everyone can have I'm not trying to boast about myself, but not everyone who's had out of the 13 years of lull can come up fighting. It's not easy, So there are some people who probably would want to just give up and not, pursue it. And that's not fair.
Right.
Life is all about trying, and don't break them so much that they don't want to try the second time.
That's true.
People shouldn't do that, dude. But then again, can you stop it? Would you be able to stop them? Would I be able to stop them? No. You have to live in the world where you have to absorb the positive aspect of it. And you have to realize that, okay, and you have to not live in a bubble. I think the most important thing I think about myself, how I look at life, is that I don't live in a bubble.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm a star at all. And neither have I ever said that Heeramandi has made me a superstar, or I success or the release of Heeramandi, I kept saying this. I said, look, I am not thinking from anywhere of any place where I feel like this is going to turn me into a superstar. But the fact that my work is going to reach out to people and they're finally going to get to see me, that is good enough for me.
Right.
Right. I had no expectations from what it would do for me. But because obviously primarily the show was about the women. But what it has done for me, it's tremendous the kind of appreciation it has gotten me, and it's mind-boggling. Not from this country, but from Ghana and from China and from Turkey, from Afghanistan, from all these places, from UK, from LA. Yeah. I'll show you all these messages that are there to me, and they're long messages, dude. They're not like they're not like a one-liner. They're long messages.
Yeah. Heartfelt messages.
So if people are taking out time and writing, that means you've touched them somewhere.
Sure.
That means you have touched the right chord.
Yeah.
So I would want to absorb that and now work harder in the next set of roles that I get, or I have to go out and look for work, whatever it is. So that is what I would like to tell people who probably face these kind of situations where the attack is personal. You have to somehow just edit it out, because what option do you have?
That is true.
Right? You can do whatever it takes, but you have to understand what I understood all my life is that you can't buy love from the audiences. The power of organic love is insane. And you have to slowly and steadily work towards gaining their trust and gaining their love. And it'll happen. It's happened to me.
Very true. So well said.
Hi, this is Adhyayan Suman, and you are watching me only on News 18.